What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Cigars and Everything Else podcast, episode 32. What we got,
32. D? Hey, man, look.
It's a lot of them out there across all the sports. Who we got?
Magic Johnson. We got Orlando Shaq.
We got Orlando
for the
Shaq.
Lakers. Karl Malone.
Nah. No
Karl Malone. The Karl Malone episode.
I mean, this episode gonna suck, man.
We should have came with the big wristbands, man. We should have came with the big wristbands, ready to rock and roll in honor of Karl Malone.
The mailman, man. I don't want to do that.
We about to deliver.
It's the mailman episode, y'all. It's the mailman episode. Hey, y'all.
For y'all who
Jim
don't
Brown,
know,
we couldn't have done anything other than
could have. But for those that don't know,
yeah, go ahead.
Karl Malone, and we kind of share the same sentiment. Probably between 1 and 2. I'm just saying, like, as far as like 1 and 2, most hated players of all time in the NBA. Disliked, I guess we can say.
Let's say disliked
for us personally. Don't hate him. Don't hate him.
Both of us.
But it's just something about his game just rubbed me the wrong way throughout his entire career.
And he was arrogant with it too. Yeah.
Very.
You know, I've been I don't know about you, but I've been seeing some Broncos on the road lately. The Ford Broncos, you've been seeing them?
Hold on.
They brought them back.
No, they brought them back. They brought back
a lot of them. They kind of fly too, man. I ain't even gonna lie. The Ford Bronco kind of fly. Them new ones they got out. I'm feeling it. So in honor of the Ford Bronco, this is gonna be the OJ episode, man. We ain't doing no Karl Malone. It ain't the mail, man. It's the OJ episode.
We gonna take it to OJ. Okay.
It's the Juice episode. In honor of the Broncos.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta drive it slow. You gotta drive it slow.
Drive that thing slow, man. And have your homie AC handle the wheel, man, if you out here bad in these streets. But you know, man, I done got distracted in my introduction, so the introduction is gone. It's shot. So we just gonna jump into it. If you don't know by now, my name is Jared. Denzel is my co-host, and we gonna talk some cigar talk, man, and a little bit of everything else.
And everything else.
The mailman. We might talk about Juice, Broncos, whatever else. But let's get started, man. What you got on your mind today, man? How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited for this episode. We talked about last episode that we're gonna make this one the flavor cigar episode. We're gonna journey into that. Right. That atmosphere, and we're going to get into the nuances of flavor cigars, try some new flavor cigars that we haven't tried before. Of course, we tried the Fat Bottom, the Deadwood series. We've had some CAOs in the past, and I'm not sure what you brought to the show today, but I know I brought something brand new that I've never tried before. So it's going to be interesting to take that journey.
So you did something you didn't try?
Yeah. Grab something I've never had before. Something that was brand new to my eyes. Yeah, something I haven't even seen before, so here we are.
Ooh. That's what I thought I was going to do. But I know we kind of touched on the possibility of revisiting old flavored cigars and seeing how they hit on our palate. Yeah. So I brought back something old with a new spin is what I did.
Did you? Okay.
My intention when I walked in the humidor was to get something I'd never seen before, brand new. And it just got a little, I didn't feel like thinking that hard. When I got in trying to figure out what was flavored, what wasn't, I didn't want to have to really get into too deep of a conversation with the garçon that was walking me through. So I'll just jump into what I got, and then, I'll save yours for next, because I'm excited to know what you got. And what I have is something people will be familiar with. I got an acid.
Okay, yeah, I got an acid. Okay.
You got an acid also.
So what?
I got the 20-year acid 20. I got the 20-year, I guess some type of anniversary Toro model. Is what I got.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like it's a new cigar that I haven't seen, but it's not a brand that we haven't talked about or that nobody knows about. Of course, it's a well-known brand. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, have heard of Acid or seen Acid. If you haven't picked one up before, okay. I don't know about yourself. I've never had an Acid, but I have Acid Toast. Toast. So,
okay.
Yeah. I did a little bit of reading about it just to see if I was on par with what I'm looking for. And some of the things that they say that's supposed to be in the cigar, the kind of the feeling it's supposed to give, you know, it's fall time, summer's over. That weather's in the air now, and things are kind of cooling off a little bit. So hopefully, it puts me in that fall autumn mode. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah. Autumn's kicking in, man, and I'm feeling the autumn vibe, man. I can't even lie, man. You know, it's coming. I can feel it's coming. You know, of course, I'm dressed and looking like I got on some ready for Hawaii, but I'm feeling the vibe, man. I'm feeling the fall. It's cooling off a little bit. The sun ain't beaming as hard, man, and it feels good out here, man.
Hey, but look, I don't blame you. We're always palm tree ready. Always palm tree
always ready for it now. Don't get it twisted. We ready for the palms out here.
Always.
But it
always palm tree
but the fall
ready.
do feel nice, man. You know, I'm welcoming it.
Yes, sir.
I didn't really get into my details of my acid here to really know what to expect, but just pulling something up real quick. Of course, you know, y'all know Acid is by Drew Estate, and it's a Nicaraguan origin, and the rapper's from San Andres. You know, so I don't know. San Andreas, you know, this could be a gangster cigar.
No, not San Andreas. No, I wouldn't say that. GTA? What are we doing?
GTA? That's what it say. San Andres. Okay, no A in Andre. Well, it's
all right.
Andres. Andres. Sorry to my Latinos that might be listening to the show, man. We be slaughtering your language.
Like what?
I don't know what country San Andres is from.
We in Compton or something? What we doing? We doing tobacco in Compton now. Okay.
I know, man. Hey, man, I'm ready to dive into
might be a little bit cheaper today. Yeah, man, let's get to it. I already got my cut. Man, yeah.
Price point $12.70 for this one that I got, man. What was yours?
Okay.
Do you recall?
$9.99. $9.99.
Oh, that is nice and round number there. You going with a punch, a V cut, straight cut? What you got?
V cut. Yeah, I'm already cut. V cut already. Okay. I'm ready to go.
Let me catch up. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm pairing mine with
even though I have options.
I did go with the concoction today, so I got mine paired with a Jameson with the lime juice and a splash of Perrier. Got some sparkling water going, man. Hey, something I've been on lately a lot. I got to mention this. I got to talk about this. Is I'm finding myself drinking a lot of these nasty sparkling waters now. I guess as I'm aging and getting older, my palate's changing, or I'm kind of forcing my palate to change. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these sweet drinks are kind of like been rubbing me the wrong way. It's like I got to get rid of these sweet drinks, these energy drinks. I used to drink way too many energy drinks. 1 week free of energy drinks. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of that. I used to have one a day, sometimes even 2 a day. So, but my substitute for that has been sparkling waters, man. I'm heavy on sparkling waters. Perrier's, the Ahas, all of those things. The joints with no flavor. But I'm getting used to it.
No flavor, just straight up sparkling water. That is disgusting, brother.
Yeah. Well, actually, the one I got today, the Perrier is a peach. Can't really taste the peach that much.
You actually did.
But it's supposed to be a peach.
Still stinks.
But it still ain't it. But I'm kind of like how we talk about, you know, changing your algorithm, changing my my flavor palette. You know, as we get older, we kind of got to start doing that a little bit. You know, figure out how to, you know, get our palates right. You know, for what we really need in life instead of what we like and what we want sometimes.
Right. Hey man, I ain't mad at it. Me personally, I'm pairing. You're gonna see me juggling back and forth. I do have some. I got the what is it? An Anejos tequila The brown tequila, I got some of that. I showed you. I got some brown 1800 I grabbed last night. And I'm pairing that with a little bit of pineapple juice and some coconut water, man. And it's going pretty well, man. You know, I'm torn between fall and the palms, baby. I'm still palm ready though, man. You know,
still palm ready. Tequila with the with the coconut, pineapple.
Yeah, so you'll see me reach for that cup sometimes, you know, for those who's watching us on video. And you might see me grabbing a little cup of coffee I got over here on the side of my mug because, you know, your boy got to wake up, man, and get alert. He been kind of on the mood this morning, so.
Got to get that caffeine fix.
Get my little caffeine fix real quick so I'm alert for the show, you know, quick on my feet because, you know, we don't prepare. So this is all on the fly. But
off the cuff, yeah.
Initial thoughts, man, for me, I'll say this. It's got that sweet cap, you know, and that's what all the sweetness is coming from. But I am picking up some tobacco flavors on it, you know, for the most part.
Off the bat.
Woodiness.
Off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat. And the tobacco and a little woodiness is what I'm getting so far. I've only, you know, I haven't got too far into it. That's just my initial thought right off the bat. Though.
Yeah, it's the same for me right now. Just a sweet cap. Nothing too crazy, nothing too sweet. I always had the impression that acids were like really, really sweet, but this one is not that sweet at all. Like it has a sweet cap, a little bit of cinnamon, similar to the Crazy Alice I had last week. So very, very, very similar to that. And a lot of earth tones. Like this one, I'm kind of getting off the rip. Like still that good tobacco in the very beginning. So nothing crazy happening right now, but just some nice subtle sweetness.
Mm-hmm. What's the body of your smoke, man? I got
actually pretty pleasant.
I'm gonna go with a nice medium body, you know.
Yeah, right now I'm medium to light. So nothing like not a heavy thick smoke, but not too thin. But I wouldn't categorize it as medium. But medium to light.
Yeah, I'm full on medium at this point in time, but a lot of the earthiness that you got, everything's pretty smooth so far. You know, not too much to say. I'm in the same ballpark as you as far as the earth tones and stuff like that. So we'll see where this goes, man. You know, it's Drew Estate, man. So I have to imagine we're not gonna be able to be mad at it, regardless, but.
Yeah,
just see where it takes us.
Yeah. Oh, also, I did while I was in the humidor. I did pick up a leather rose. I found leather rose.
Okay, that's another one of those.
Got her in the stash.
Drew Estates, right?
Yep. So I got it in the stash.
Cool.
So I'll get to it at some point. I don't know if I'll do it on the show or if I'm just gonna pull it out and you know what I'm saying, go for it on a whim. Because it might tempt me. Might tempt me before the show, before the next show. So I might just have to pull it out.
That's cool. While I was in there, I grabbed another Drew Estate for next week also. But this one is not any flavors to it. It's just gonna be a regular cigar, you know, by Drew Estate. So I look forward to seeing what they expect from that. Just a genuine cigar, you know, normal.
So Drew Estate getting all the money right now.
Hey, man, we promoting y'all, man. We showing love to Drew Estate.
Drew Estate getting all the money right now, all the love. I mean, they do a good job of being well-rounded, so you can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find Drew Estate in your collection more so than not, just because they do so many different types of cigars and they're so well-rounded. They're gonna catch you at some kind of point to where you have to have something in your humidor. You have to have one of them that you're going to be smoking from one week to the next.
Right. And they partner up too. They're not afraid to show love. You know what I'm saying? Like they got something with Rocky, right?
Yeah, the Java series.
Yeah, the Java series. Yeah. There you go. So
the Java series is straight Rocky Patel and Drew Estate, man. Like, how can you not? You know what I'm saying? You pair a champion with a champion, you're gonna win 10 times out of 10.
There you go. So, man, last night you went somewhere I've never been before, and I'm very curious to hear about it. Cause this isn't like a thing that everybody has access to yet. but I think one day we all will. You went to an Amazon store.
Went to an Amazon store. Amazon Fresh. So it was actually a grocery store. So all groceries, but then of course they have a little Amazon section where you can go do your orders or pick up your orders from whatever you order through Amazon. But mainly the grocery store shopping. Really interesting experience, man. Like, so you go in and you have two different ways you can go. Okay, whether you're a traditional purchaser or whether you're going to be using the new system purchase to where you actually scan your palm. So they got this feature where you scan your palm and your palm is connected to your debit card or your bank account or whatever. So if you don't have a phone, you don't got a wallet on, you going in with your palm. Scan your palm, walk in, grab a cart. And as you're getting your stuff, you can scan your items in your cart using your palm and walk right out with it. You bought it while you're in the store.
Gypsy palm reading stuff is this? Like,
yeah. So like while you're buying, like while you're shopping, you're buying it while you're shopping. And you get your cart, you can pretty much just boom, take your stuff right out. You got to go through a line or nothing. You're just picking up, and then you get what you want, pay for it with your palm, and go. Or you can do the traditional shopping. Get all your stuff just like normal. Put it in your little buggy, in your little cart. Go to the checkout line, which is what I did. So I didn't know about the palm thing until I got to, like, when I came in, I saw the two different lanes where you can go in, didn't pay too much attention. And then it didn't come around to me until I checked out. And the lady asked me, so how do you want to pay? Do you want to pay with your palm or do you want to pay with your card? I said, pay with what? She said, do you want to pay with your palm? What do you mean? You can connect your palm to your debit card. You want to do that? And I politely said, nah. Nah, I can't do that. I don't know what that whole technology is just yet. I got to research this before I jump on board with it. He's like, yeah. So if you ever lost, didn't have your wallet on,
like,
you just come in.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sign me up. You know what I'm saying? And like, it was wild. It was wild. Like, I didn't even know we had that technology out until last night. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't gone back to actually like look into it yet. But yeah.
You know, your fingerprints is just you. So I mean, I get it, but I'm not a fan of the idea of that yet. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna have to sell me on that a whole lot more, because right now that don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? That don't feel good in my spirit when I consider that idea. Like, they always told me as a kid that was gonna be the sign of the beast. You know what I'm saying? When you start doing stuff like that.
I did think about that. Like we always kind of thought like coming up was like a barcode, or you get a number on you and you scan it in, and that's what it's kind of what it seems like. Instead of like on your arm, whatever, your palm. I'm putting my hand on this little thing. It has a little device, and you put your palm on it, and then it scans you, and then you good.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta know what I'm signing up for before I do this.
I'm gonna have to do some intense research. You know, shoot.
Yeah. But I
you know what's funny though?
I gladly put out my debit card and said, "Nah, I'm good." But what's up?
Tell me if you remember this. At least it's 2022 now. Mm-hmm. At least 6 years ago, I talked to you about this, right? Do you recall our conversation?
About something like this specifically?
I told you Amazon was coming out with a store that you would be able to get your groceries and just walk out in.
No, I don't remember that conversation.
You don't remember me having a conversation with you about this? Mm-hmm. So I have a friend who hosts a radio show, and he told me about this. It had to be at least 2015, 2016. He told me about this because he did a segment on it, and he came and told me about it after his show. When I spoke to him, that Amazon had a show they were going to be, not a show, but they were going to come up with stores and you were going to be able to go in the stores. And the way he told me back then was there were going to be no employees in it. You just walk in with your cart, get your stuff, and then you go out. But he described it where it would be like the NFC technology in your phone would recognize this is Jared, because you'd have to be logged into your Amazon account when you come in. So the GPS and NFC that's on your phone would recognize Jared's in the Amazon store. These are the items that he's got in his cart. He just left with these items. These items just left with Jared. And then it automatically deducts it from your account through your Amazon account. That's how it was described to me back then.
Okay.
So 6 years later, Palm is involved, you know, and I didn't.
Yeah. So it's very similar. Yeah, it's very similar, but just I guess a deviation in the technology, a little more technologically advanced when it comes to that, and more human interaction. I guess.
You got to think back then, NFC was the highest technology that people was using 5-6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like that was brand new at the time. So I guess, you know, like you said, they deviated once they figured we can come up with something even slicker. And I don't know, the bright side of that is if somebody steals your phone, they just can't run in the Amazon store and buy it with your palm. But
truth.
You know, I still don't trust the palm. He got you.
I don't trust it either.
I don't trust it either. Coming back. Yeah, I don't trust it.
What you talking about, man?
All that waving you doing.
Oh yeah. My man just keep doing this thing. It's all in my area, man.
Yeah, man. That's for the people watching, man. The people listening, you ain't gonna get that one, but it's all good.
All right, what's happening?
Yeah, man. So what was up with them prices, man? Did you see anything good as far as the pricing? Was it competitive? Was it lower? Was it higher? Were the products any different or were the products the same?
The products the same, but the prices were insane. Insane.
Okay.
A box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, family size. 6 bones, man. $6. Up. We already talked about this the other day. Like, I can't even fathom going to a Walmart and paying $4 for a box of cereal, but they wanted 6. Right. I went to another aisle. You know what I'm saying? I like Uncrustables. You know what I'm saying? I do a little PB&J Uncrustables, honey and peanut butter, strawberry and strawberry jam.
Strawberry
Uncrustable.
Jam.
Yeah. I was thinking about picking up I was gonna pick up one of those. $10 for a box. I get those for $4. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if the technology is worth all of that. The convenience of it is worth the spike in price. It doesn't make sense to me. They only had 2 cashiers in the whole store. So they're not paying for a bunch of employees. It doesn't seem like anyway, not a bunch of cashiers either way. So just like the concept with like Aldi or whatever.
That goes in hand with what I said about not being any employees. When they figure out how to get rid of them too, they gone.
They gone. Everybody got the palm. We good. We only go with palm. We don't need a debit card, so we don't need a cashier no more. You out of here.
Right.
But that was the concept with like Aldi. Like Aldi, you put the little quarter in and get your cart. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no bags. That was the idea to bring the prices low, right? Like you give a little, you take a little bit of the convenience away and some of the things that you spend extra money on to keep the prices low. So it seemed like they took that concept, but then bumped the prices up almost double.
Did the opposite of it. Ridiculous. So now you're paying double for real though. Because some people are still going to the cashier. So what why are they getting charged a convenience? Because I know I for sure what I'm saying.
I can't call it. But I guarantee you, unless I really had to, I probably would never go to another Amazon Fresh if it wasn't like the most convenient choice in that situation. Like last night, the spot I went to go pick up some food, and then there was a store right there. I needed a couple things. So I'm like, let me just go hop in here real quick. Instead of trying to, it was like 10 o'clock at night or almost 10 o'clock, and they were still open. And instead of trying to find another place that was, I'm saying, open, or trying to find another grocery store that was open till like midnight or whatever, it was right there. So let me just go ahead and handle it. Give me some juice. I wanted some lime juice. Went ahead and did that, and some other things. So it was the most convenient spot in that area at the moment. But going out of my way for it, I would never. I don't see the point.
So what was the crowd like? I know it's 10 o'clock on a Friday, but still, was it people in there? Was it like busy or was it just kind of light?
Nah, it was 4 people in the whole store when I walked around. I might have run into 4 people worked outside of the cashiers and 2 cashiers.
Okay.
Well, I'm not saying that's how their tempo is, maybe because it was late at night. It was like, it was almost 10 o'clock at night, on a Friday night. I don't know. I don't know how they usually look on when it's hopping. But when I was there, wasn't that many people in the store at all.
It's ridiculous. I don't know how they're gonna manage those prices. But like you say, it's Friday. I mean, so I am considerate of that, But
if you don't get people, the prices are probably gonna go up higher. Just to maintain your store, it's gonna be $20 for some Uncrustables.
It can't. Like, that's not how supply and demand works. Like, it's gotta be
not for Amazon. Not for Amazon. Hey, look, we talking about a major corporation like the size of Amazon, probably the number 1 company in almost in the world right now, right? Arguably.
Yeah. Arguably,
and they writing their own rules right now
to compete with they competing in the grocery store. That whole lane, which is really
if you're familiar with a Walmart, what it reminds me of is if you're familiar with a Walmart market, the marketplace, the small Walmart, like it's similar to that, but a little bit more technologically advanced. A little more going on.
Okay.
But very similar to a Walmart marketplace. Okay. So they're going head to head. They're going head to head with that.
Well, I was just thinking, I was hoping you were going to say at least they had some unique products in there, like as far as our brands anyway, because they have access to everything. So, I was just wondering if they brought some of that
they might.
They just went basic.
They might. I might have to go back and just revisit it just to see what the what their catch is, other than the technology. There could have been some things. Like, it was late at night, and I was just in and out just to grab a couple things. So I didn't really take too much time to look around. I looked around a little bit, saw the prices, and I'm like, let me just go ahead and get what I need to get and get out of here. This ain't it for me. and then the cherry was on the they put the cherry on top with the checkout, the palm thing. I'm like, yo, this is otherworldly right now. I don't know what this is. So maybe I'll go back. I'll revisit it and see. A couple Hail Marys, yeah. Got to cleanse my soul after that, man. But nah, man.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna switch gears on you real quick.
It's a little weird, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna switch gears just to take a quick shot at somebody, and then we ain't even got to stay there. But you sent me this baseball clip today. I just want to re-acknowledge how bad baseball is real quick. We ain't got to stay on it, but baseball is terrible, y'all. For those who know, this is old conversation, but it got validated today. Like, here's an update.
This just in. Baseball still sucks.
Still sucks. Ooh, it sucks bad. Oh, it's so awful. We just watched. What was it? A triple.
What even calling me? What's the verbiage
called again?
I gotta pull it up real quick. What's the verbiage? What's the verbiage?
It was a
triple play. Just say triple play.
Triple play. Ooh, a triple play. It sucked so bad. I've never been more underwhelmed at anything in my life I've ever seen before. Ever.
But when it comes to baseball, that's like one of the biggest things you can do. Besides a grand slam or whatever, a triple play. You saying, so a grand slam, you got your offensive huge play, and then your defensive huge play. That's your triple play, man. That's your big dog.
This clip said this is the wildest triple play of all time. And I looked at it and I was just, this is it? This is what you got, baseball? This is the wildest
This is the best you got. This is your king?
2 dudes.
This is your king.
1 dude around in pajamas, and y'all just got him surrounded as he jogs. And then the third dummy gets out. How did he get out? He watched his 2 homeboys get out, and he still tried to steal.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
In time to steal?
Maybe it could have been. It could have been.
Wait, keep your team in the game.
It could have been a third out. Could have been a third out. Maybe he was trying to make something happen. Third out. You know what I'm saying? Why stay put? Could have been a third out. Hold on. Wait, what am I talking about? He was no. Actually, he would have been a third out.
He was the third out.
That was a triple play. He was the third out.
3 of them in one. Yeah,
you got your offense
the
off the
third
field.
dummy. You watched your team. The other 2 get caught, and then Mr. Indecisive at the end says, "Now that they out, I'm gonna go for it." And then you go get out. Like, why didn't you steal when he was getting the other 2? Like what? Just low IQ athleticism. I'm sorry. Baseball stinks.
Soapbox. Here we go.
Worst thing I seen all day.
Well, while we on gripes, man, let's talk about some gripes. We know baseball's a gripe. We know Karl Malone's a gripe. His wristbands and his signature move, all gripes.
All gripes.
But I got another gripe, man.
And his arrogance.
Gripe.
And his wrestling career.
Scottie Pippen.
Everything about Karl Malone's a gripe. I cheered Rob Malone when the NWO was fighting Karl Malone and DDP. Like, whoop his behind, worm. Like, God knows.
Get him one good time just for his existence, man.
Please hit him with a leg drop.
Everything about Karl Malone's a gripe. Even his edge curl in the early 90s. Right.
Oh, yeah. Even that. And his dumb signature dunk.
Not the S.
Dunk was crap. It was terrible, man. Like, okay, you put your hand
But it was on the poster, though.
Doing a one-hand dunk.
Hey, it was on the poster, though. Some kid in Utah had it on his wall.
Man, when is the Mandela effect gonna take Karl Malone's posters out of history? Because I'm ready for it. Please remove Karl Malone in the Mandela effect. Tell me
we don't want to see it no more.
All right, I'm going.
It never existed. What you thought happened?
Gripes, no. Man, I'm sorry.
You just talking about his signature move. You're not talking about the man himself. But anyway,
not the human being.
Man, I'm driving through my. Let's not be too harsh, right? But now I'm driving through my neighborhood. It was early this week, and I'm like, man, Labor Day just passed. End of summer just happened. We're going into fall. Great, we love it. Seasons change, but I'm seeing Halloween decorations in my neighborhood already. I get being festive. I get embracing the season. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people. I like to embrace the season. Christmas come around. I like to decorate the house and, you know what I'm saying, Christmassy and all that stuff. Fall come around. I like to have a little fall decor. You know what I'm saying? Summertime come. I like the colors to pop. All of those good things. You know what I'm saying? Spring come around. Let's get the pastels out. Pour the pastels out. Let's do it. I got the pastel bucket hats, all that stuff. I'm into the seasons. I'm into the seasons changing. I love to see it. But what I hate to see is jumping the gun way too soon before the holiday come. I don't want to see your Christmas tree come up right the day after Halloween. Let's not do that. The day after Labor Day, I don't want to see your Halloween decorations. I don't want to see it. It's not yet. Let me get to this season, enjoy the season, let the holiday come. Maybe a month before the holiday, like October 1. Okay. Let's see how Halloween decorations come out. Don't give me Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving come. December 1 come, or even the day after Thanksgiving. That's fine. Personally, I like to wait till December. December 1, okay, let's put the Christmas tree up. I hate seeing it.
Right.
I hate seeing it, man. It rubs me the wrong way every single time. And it feels like it comes earlier and earlier and earlier, especially when you're walking through the stores. It's like, man, don't rush my summer. Don't rush my summer.
Right. No, definitely. I went to Home Depot and Lowe's yesterday because I had to get some stuff to make some little. I had to do some stuff around the house, so I went to Home Depot and Lowe's yesterday. Even they had
Tim the Tool Man Taylor
stuff up already. Yeah, I was on my Tim the Tool Man, you know, and they had stuff up everywhere, man. You know, scaring the hell out of my son, man. You know, he too, and he just like, what is this demonic stuff? Like, and I couldn't hide from it because it's right there in the door as soon as you walk in.
Right there.
And you expect that stuff in October, but like you say, they extending the holiday seasons on to get their money now. You know, so they starting to put this stuff out.
Get that money.
Prematurely,
get that money.
And I guess people love it. I didn't even look at Halloween as one of them holidays. I understand if you want to extend out Christmas, you know, that's a big boy. Mm-hmm. But the rest of them, I don't see none of them fit to extend out beyond Christmas, you know. And even then, Christmas waits to Black Friday to get started.
True. Well, no. Used to wait till Black Friday to get started.
Yeah.
But they beat No, look, check it out. Matter of fact, Black Friday used to be a day. No, not even a day. It used to be a morning. It used to be a morning.
Yeah, it's a whole weekend now.
I worked at Target. No, it's not even a whole weekend. It's almost a whole month of November now. They'll start Black Friday sales like that second week of November, like after the Veterans Day or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll start rolling that out. Black Friday sale, they're here and then this and that. Black Friday used to be a morning. You had a moment in existence to hop in and make your Black Friday thing happen. People used to fight and, you know what I'm saying, throwing elbows and all this stuff. I remember working at Target. Right. We had, Black Friday coming. You know what I'm saying? I used to work the overnight shift. But particularly for Black Friday, we would work earlier in the day. The store would shut down a little early, of course, because it's Thanksgiving. Come in early, do all the stocking, all the setup, make sure things are set up in the right places and all that stuff, all the little specials. Shut the store down, of course, and then all the stockers, we be out of there by like maybe midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock at the latest, because the store is about to open up at 4 in the morning. That used to be an event. Mm-hmm. Now it's a whole, like you said, it's a whole month. You know what I'm saying? Like to where it ain't even like it used to be. Black Friday is not an event. It's a month-long promotion now.
It's a day you can miss and still be all right. You might get a better deal on Cyber Monday.
Before, and I used to hate being dragged into the Black Friday thing. On Cyber Monday, yeah, for sure. But that pressure, I mean, I hit the Black Friday before. I hit the Black Friday. I did it. H.H. Gregg, when H.H. Gregg was a thing. I got my first big screen TV. Yeah. It was a 50-inch back in 2008. You know what I'm saying? Got it for like $1,000, was a steal back then. For a 50-inch TV, $1,000. Let me get that. They got a 50-inch for $1,000. It was a plasma.
Get it for $200 from somewhere if you
4 o'clock in the morning. Tell me about it. But man, like, it's crazy how prices too, like those types of things. A 50-inch TV back in the day, back in 2008 was, you'd be lucky to find it under $1,500. Lucky. Nowadays, like you said, a 50-inch TV, $200, easy. Keep it moving.
Yeah. Man, and you know what's crazy? Sneakers went up. You pay $200 for sneakers and $200 for a TV now. Like they just met somehow. Like how did that happen? Like
how are shoes and the TV at the same price? Something ain't right. Something ain't right in the water. You know what I mean?
Something ain't right in the water.
I did back to school shopping for my kids. No, for three kids, I had a budget. I had a budget for everything, whether it was clothes, shoes, and back to school supplies. And I would have a certain budget for their clothes, certain budget for the back to school supplies, and a certain budget for their shoes. And I would get 2 to 3 pair of shoes per kid for $3 for maybe $500. Easy. And I barely got 2 pair of shoes for my son for that amount. Mm-hmm. So I paid almost twice as much for 2 kids for their back to school shoes than I did for 3, you know what I'm saying, like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I was
hard
outraged.
To get you all the cool sneakers is $200. I'm sorry, $180 and up for anything that's cool, you know, which used to be $120 to $150 for all the extravagant shoes, you know. Now that's $180 to $240 and can go on if they're hard to get. You know what I'm
in the store. We hit the mall and we look at the prices, and my son like, yeah, Dad, that's a good price. I looked at him and said, what are you talking about? Good price? What do you know about a good price?
Right.
That don't look good to me. You ain't got no money in your pocket. How you know what's good and what's not good? That ain't my good. But I had to suck it up, and I had to come to that realization that, man, it ain't 05 no more. It ain't 99. It ain't 97 no more. It's 2022. Things is different. Like the prices are crazy different.
But look at it from this point of view. The shoes, you know, man, they make them shoes for, man, no more than $10. You know what I'm saying? And then you selling them for $200. There's no way you making a TV for $10. You know, just the materials that it takes to make both of them. I can't fathom that they're getting it for that. I mean, some of them sneakers used to be $2 to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying 10 just to play it safe. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm pretty sure
that to get them people to make them.
I'm pretty sure the cost of manufacture hasn't changed much at all.
Not enough for that jump.
No.
Yeah, that is crazy. But back to the holiday thing though, you know, it's kind of strange that once you point out the Black Friday thing and then the Christmas thing, it really just lets you know that Thanksgiving don't get no respect as a holiday.
None.
It's one of the big holidays, but it get dumped on. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we can go into a whole thing about should it though. Should it get respect?
I mean, none of them should get respect, in my opinion, if we're gonna do that. But you know, for what it is, we'll acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? There's a debate for all of them. You know, where you can sit back and nitpick every single holiday and say, well, why is this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
true. Yeah, and honestly,
wasn't born on Christmas Day exactly. So why is Christmas Day? You know what I'm saying? Like, the timeline on Christmas is allegedly off. Easter's on a different day every year, and
every year
half the nation don't like black people. So Martin Luther King Day, you know, and Cinco de Mayo, that ain't our country. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all of them you can question. July 4th, black people got a beef with that. Like, Thanksgiving, everybody,
I know, right?
Natives got an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Labor Day is the only real holiday, man. If we're gonna really be honest, man, like, where everybody just got to back off and be like, you know what, respect it. Labor Day and also your holiday. I slip in my mind. I'm sorry.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. There we go.
Memorial Day. Veterans Day. Or Memorial Day. We can do Memorial Day too.
We can do Memorial Day too. Yeah. Definitely. But everything beyond that, you know, it get kind of weird.
Man. My man out here cutting his grass is like really distracting me right now. I can't even lie to you. You're killing me, man.
Yeah, I see him. If you hear buzzing, the bees ain't coming to get D. It's the lawn people that came to get them today. You know, they never interrupt our show, but for some reason, I guess they're running late in the week, so they came out today.
They picked
or earlier.
They picked. I mean, I just hate that they picked right now to do in front of my house. You know what I'm saying? Like any other house, okay. Like, but right now in front of my house, come on, man.
Hey, man.
But I think we in the clear,
brother. We're gonna keep it trucking, though, man. We about through with the show. What is your?
Yeah, but
we I think we missed our halfway mark update on the cigars. So let's get into that real quick.
Yeah, actually, mine is burning really slow, so I'm not even at my halfway point. I'm still in my first third, like maybe at the tail end of my first third, or not even really. So I got a slow burn. I will say that that's a great thing. I mean, I got an uneven burn. Of course, everybody, if you know me by now, I'm notorious for an uneven burn. So what you see is what you get with me. I guess I don't take enough time to toast it just to get it even when I'm toasting. But man, I'm not getting too many things that's crazy. And I can say that even through the conversation, nothing's wowed me just yet. I can say it's a cool cigar. It's a cool cigar. I don't hate it. I'm not absolutely loving it though. And I don't know if I'm maybe comparing it to the Sweet Jane I had last episode. I'm not really getting too many flips and jumps off the rip, and nothing is really happening. It's just regular earthy notes. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be redundant. So what you said is what I would have said. So we can keep it pushing from that. I don't there's nothing I have to add to that. We in the same spot, brother.
Same spot. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's consistent with acid. And I mean, and nothing against that when it comes to a cigar that's like that. I want to make sure I get that point across as we're talking about these cigars and you know what I'm saying, we're putting a badge or our opinion on them. You get what you get out of a cigar, and you smoke a cigar for what you expect out of it, especially when you have a cigar and you have an experienced palate. You know what you like to get out of a cigar. And if I was picking up this cigar just for just a cool kickback, and I'm just doing my thing, and I'm not looking for anything crazy, but I want a little bit of flavor, it's one of those. Nothing against it. Nothing against it at all.
Right. I would say for this, and matter of fact, I agree with that. I'll save it for my final assessment of the cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I won't get into what I got to say now, because what I got to say is ultimately what I'll have to say at the end. So we'll hold off on that.
Yeah, save it for that. Yeah, I mean, my smoke. I will say my smoke has gotten a lot thicker, so we're getting more of a medium to full. It was really, really light in the beginning, but it has thickened up a little bit more.
Right. Well, mine has been consistent with the thickness of the smoke. I expected a little bit more from the aroma. It's just regular. You know what I'm saying? But not bad either. I don't want y'all thinking this is bad. It's not bad. It's just
yeah. That's it. That's all we got. That's all you got.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
The Karl Malone episode.
Yeah, see, you jinxed us, man, with the Karl Malone stuff, man.
This is not Shaquille O'Neal in Orlando. We're not breaking any backboards today. No, not of the cigars. Ain't no backboards getting broken, man. Ain't no ain't no Magic Johnson's right now. You know what I'm saying? No. Ain't no Showtime.
Ain't none of that. Ain't no Showtime, baby. There's none of that right now. But man, my little mix though, my drink is hitting it right now though, man. So any of y'all that ever want to try what I said, some coconut water, some fresh pineapple juice, in with the brown tequila, hey,
go for it.
Unfortunately, I just finished my cup up. But it's a go though. It's a go. Definite go.
Yeah. Hey, same for me, man. Like I'm actually enjoying my Jameson mix. I usually only mix my Jameson with a ginger ale, and I actually wanted a ginger ale, but they added that little spritz to it a little bit, with the lime juice. But I went ahead with the Perrier, and that's actually it's It's paired very well. That peach Perrier, lime juice, and that JMO, man.
Right.
So shout out to my mix too, man. We got some good some good mixology going today.
Yeah, man, it's coming through and it's supporting us in times, in dear times. But let's get into some tech talk, man. Apple has the new iPhone that's coming out at the end of the month, and earlier this week they just put out the announcement about it.
Okay.
Now I'm hearing nothing has changed about it. So
are we shocked?
With that being said,
are we shocked?
Why? Now, for those that don't know, neither Denzel or I are Team Apple. Why are the Team Apple people so on board with this? Y'all never get.
I don't know. I have to
like
figure
that,
out,
man. Like,
because check it out. Like my whole household has been infiltrated with Apple product now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All my kids, they had to have an iPhone. Now all of them got iPhones. The
greatest branding ever, by the way.
Great, and they swear by it. That's like, no, I gotta have an iPhone. It's got to be an iPhone. So we went ahead, got them all iPhones, and they're iPhoned out. I don't see what the allure is. I don't know what it is about it. I don't see the big to dos. What jumps out at you that says I got to have this versus another one, and then the only thing I hear about when I talk to Apple iPhone users is this green bubble, blue bubble thing. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You messed up the chat because you got a green bubble. Why you got I don't care. What it got to do with me? I don't care about what your chat looks like on your phone, and it can't be an iMessage.
Right.
Okay, and you know what I mean? That's the only thing I hear. That's the only thing I hear.
They all wanna like messages and laugh at messages. That's all I see.
Mm-hmm.
And they have good cameras.
The whole iMessage
the cameras are good. Yeah.
The cameras are good. It. But honestly, people prefer my Samsung pictures over iPhone pictures. You know, like we'll have like promotion ceremonies and things like that, and we're all taking pictures and sharing them together and picking who wants to use what. And truthfully, my Samsung pictures get picked more than the iPhone pictures. We're gonna use that one. We're gonna use those. Yeah. I like his. His came out real good. I mean, I'm not saying they have bad cameras. They're very nice cameras, but I'm just saying they're not making too much separation. Yeah, it really comes down to preference, honestly. And some people do prefer it, and some people don't. And I've seen personally in my circles that Samsung pictures get preferred more so than the iPhone pictures. I don't know if it's a Samsung 22 versus an iPhone 13 Max. So I don't know what's what out there now for the iPhones. And I don't know. But, you know, I know they do good media. I do know they do good media. But I just haven't seen it being an overwhelming thing to where everybody's saying, nah, that person's iPhone pictures, it's killing everybody's.
Right.
I haven't seen it. Not consistently.
Yeah, man. I literally think it's just great branding. Everybody, like how people like to see them LVs on their bags for Louis Vuitton, and that became the thing because it's the brand. Or people like them Nike checks now. It's a badge. It's a badge of honor, and people like wearing it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how it became a badge. I mean, I guess, well, it became a badge because it was the first phone to really elevate. I ain't gonna lie, when the iPhone came out and them commercials came out back in 2008, that was like an amazing thing. I know you're not gonna want to hear that because you was a BlackBerry back in 2008, but you got to remember the commercials. In 2008, when the first iPhone came out, them commercials were incredible with that touchscreen phone. And that was, it's that moment is like been impressed in people's mind, I believe, because they've never let go of it. And now everybody got the same phones. Everybody's phones is better. I will say, not everybody, but a lot of them are better.
I will say this. They did push everybody to go to this whole complete touchscreen look.
Yes.
I know. I can't remember what was the brand. It was HTC. They had the big one. It was before the Note came out, before the Galaxy came out. And they did the full touchscreen too. And of course, BlackBerry was on top of the food chain for a minute. Let's be honest. But it had the keyboard and the track and the little track wheel, trackpad, and all that stuff. But then iPhone did take the cake when it came to that full, you know what I'm saying, just all screen.
Yeah.
Which was
because even the HTC had a trackball too. Because my wife had one. She had the little trackball with the full screen. So so iPhone went exclusive. They dedicated themselves to it.
Yeah, no button, no nothing. Well, they did have a button. They did have the home button. And actually, I'm gonna be honest, BlackBerry was the first one to go full touchscreen only with no home button. BlackBerry did it first. People sleep on that. So it's just the fact that BlackBerry didn't have the technology to keep going. And iPhone had the money, the technology, all of that stuff, to where they became the guy to model your phone after. And now we're at this phase where everything is pretty much iPhone-ish. So everything seems like it's mimicking the iPhone, but doing it in their way, whether it's a Pixel, Google Pixel, or Samsung, or all the other Sony, whatever, all the other little phones that everybody not necessarily has, but that they market out there.
Yeah, but Samsung does it better. Man. I don't care if iPhone is iPhone-ish.
Hey man, look, I had a YouTube video up, and I had something else. I had my little split screen going, and my son looked over at me and was like, "How you do that?" I'm like, "Oh, your phone can't do this."
Exactly.
you can't watch YouTube videos, and you can't split your screen or minimize it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing stuff on my phone, and I got a little YouTube video going over in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So I got my whole screen available to me and my little YouTube video going, watching the video while I'm doing other things on my, your iPhone can't do this?
I think they just released an update recently where they can do that. Because I think my wife said she finally can do it. And this is this year, 2022.
Oh, finally.
Like at some point.
We've been doing that.
Yeah.
We've been doing that.
Many series ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and my wife used to be a Samsung, a Galaxy user. And then she switched over to iPhone. And she talked about how everything became 2 to 3 steps more to do the same steps she could do, do in one single step with a Samsung.
But she feel like she can't leave iPhone though, right?
She went on to integrate, right? So yeah, she's stuck in now. But like she blew it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she when she first got it, she was like, why is all my friends so hyped on this? They don't even know what they missing because they never had nothing but iPhones. If they switch, they would be like, wow, this is much more convenient with a Galaxy, but they won't switch.
Way more convenient.
They just think they're better without knowing.
Yeah.
Blind arrogance.
And the crazy thing is, I have a Note 10. I got my phone in 2019. 2019. Still have the same phone. 3 years now. Summer 2019. And I still got more capabilities than my daughter has, who has a brand new iPhone. Whatever the latest iPhone is, that's what she has.
13. The 13. 14 comes out this month, so 13 is what she got.
And I still got more features and things that my phone can do that hers can't. And mine is 3 years old. 3 years old. I was wild. I had this little thing. I was at work, and I had to take a picture of a document and convert it to, because I had to type all this information out for somebody who was requesting it. I was like, man, I don't feel like typing all this stuff out. And the guy who had an iPhone was like, I can take a picture and I can make it into you know what I'm saying? Make it into like a text. Like, oh, you can do that. Yeah, man, get your iPhone. About a month later, I realized, you know what? My phone could do the same thing. I just never realized that it could do that. So same thing happened about a month later. And I was like, nah, I got it. Watch. I figured out my phone could do the same thing. Because they was ragging on me like, see, that's why you need to get an iPhone, this, and that. And I'm like, nah, watch this. I got this. I figured it out. My phone can do it too. Take a picture of the document, boom, turn it into a text message. I'm like, look, I'm good. I got it.
My 3-year-old phone can do that.
My 3-year-old phone can do that. So what your new phone can do now? I just never realized it because I never needed to do that before until last month, and now I realize I can. I'm good.
I could have done this 3 years ago. Like I just wasn't I didn't realize I could do it. I could have did this 3 years ago. You do understand that, right? Like, get out of here, man.
I should have said that. I could have done this 3 years ago. You know that, right?
It's crazy, man. Like iPhone users, like they captivated by the smallest thing. Like the fact that they can like talk like an emoji, the animal emojis and stuff, and they can talk and be those little things. That's exciting to them. But now, compliments to Apple products, they're very secure. But that security also prevents them from being able to have certain functionality. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it boring ultimately. But they give you like little exclusive toys that y'all play with amongst each other to make you feel special.
Console you a little bit, yeah. And that's the issue BlackBerry had before. BlackBerry was too secure, to where it didn't allow them to do certain things. And in order to compromise that security, to give you extra features, they had to compromise that security, which was hard to do. So great for your security, but then, if you're finally figuring out ways to add features, which is going to come with some kind of compromise down the line.
Right. Which is cool that you put it that way because that just acknowledges the balance. You know what I'm saying? iPhone has found a balance between the two, I guess, between a Samsung and not being a BlackBerry, but having BlackBerry-ish, security.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but I just can't be Apple without. Like the watch, the MacBooks. And then, of course, doing music, everybody's talking about how the MacBook is the quintessential music platform, which could be. I'm never one to down that just quite yet. But I
never
prefer
like working on them, bro. I've had to work on them in studios before. I didn't enjoy it. Not a good experience. It was just like, give me a PC, like so.
Yeah, but I've been PC'd out, man. I'm a HP on everything I got as far as computers go, laptop and computers. I don't know, but people swear by those MacBooks, the Mac Pros, the Mac Air. I got an HP laptop that the foldable ones, all that stuff. I love it. I feel no need to feel like I have to go get a MacBook, this or that. You know what I mean? HP does everything I needed to do.
But look, let's be honest. You was never gonna have an Apple anyway. You said you couldn't see yourself being Apple out. Let's be honest. That was never gonna happen.
No. Well, okay. Check this out. All right. So when I became a free agent,
there we go. Let's get into this. There we go. Let's go.
When I became a free agent, Apple had me.
You got to explain to people you being a free agent. How did you become a free agent? We got to start from the top.
I became a free agent. Okay, I've been a BlackBerry guy since when? 2009. I got my first BlackBerry, and I was BlackBerried out for up until 2015, 16, maybe 2016. I was stuck on BlackBerry. I was like one of the last people to have a BlackBerry. You know what I'm saying?
When did I
had a dinosaur. Oh, you betrayed me early. You was out early, like maybe 2010, 11. You was out early.
Where did I go to?
You was out early. Straight to Samsung.
I told
Galaxy.
You this is the best phone on the market right away. As soon as I got with Galaxy.
But I held on to my BlackBerry.
Come on.
Come on home. But I made every excuse to hold on to my BlackBerry. Like, well, my BlackBerry can still do this. It could do that. But then I was running the roadblocks. Then after a while, it just wasn't getting supported anymore. So it's like, all right, well, I got to give up the BlackBerry. Like BlackBerry is just dead in the water. I hold out hope. I'm an underdog person. So once BlackBerry became the underdog, okay, it was one of the most popular ones. But then once it started becoming an underdog, I was like, nah, I'm gonna ride this out. I'm gonna ride it out. Watch, we're gonna come back. It's coming back. And then at some point, I had to come to that realization. It's over with. It's a wrap. So I became a free agent.
There we go.
And I had to figure out where to go. What's me now? And then I'm one of those. I'm a brand whore. When it comes to a brand, I get it. I stick with it. So if it's a computer, has to be an HP now. I'm not gonna grab a Dell. I'm not gonna grab a Microsoft. The little, the Microsoft joints. I can't remember what they call.
Right.
Surface, the Microsoft Surface. Lenovo. I'm not gonna grab a Lenovo. When it comes to cars, it's got to be a Mercedes now. You know what I'm saying? See Teslas all around. I'm not gonna grab a Tesla just yet. You know what I'm saying? Until they win me over to Mercedes, can't do what Tesla do. Okay. Same with phones. So it was BlackBerry'd out until BlackBerry just couldn't do BlackBerry no more. So I had to jump ship and I had to figure out what's gonna be my new home, where I'm gonna plant my feet at, and it became Galaxy, particularly the Note series. I'm in. And then they got rid of the Note, but then brought it back. So, but before last year, they got rid of the Note. They had a Note, and I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? But they brought it back, so I can jump back on board and make sure I got that Note. I know where I was gonna go after they got rid of the Note, though.
You needed your stylus.
Gotta have my stylus, man. And I can't even do the separate one to where, you can get it added to your phone. You know what I'm saying? You can go buy a stylus and kind of convert your phone. Nah. Yeah. I gotta be able to press that button, get my stylus out, and get busy.
You could have went to the what is it? The Z Fold, I believe is what it is. The big boy.
Yeah, the Z Fold that
folds up.
Yeah.
Big boy that folds up, got a stylus on it.
That's not me though. I couldn't do that. Shoot, BlackBerry came out with one of them big wide ones, the Passport. I just can't do it. But at least it folds up to make it feel like it's more compact, which is actually pretty dope.
You can use it like a regular phone. Like it could be like normal size. Yeah.
I've seen the flip one. The flip one, though.
The front.
That's actually pretty cool. But
you can use it the regular size.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that one. Okay. And I don't know, it just didn't grab me. Like I was saying, like they got that one and they got the flip one. For some reason, it just didn't really grab me. Wasn't really.
Yeah, I didn't like the little flip one that's normal size but folds forward. I wasn't feeling that at all. Like,
I mean, it got some cool features though. It do got some cool features.
I can believe it.
But I don't know. But yeah, I became a free agent and I went with the Galaxy, man. I'm a Galaxy boy. I'm in. I'm on the team.
So what was it that made you make that decision though? Because like I said, you was never going to be Apple. But I want to hear what you got to say, though.
Oh, man. Like, I was considering it. I was considering getting an iPhone. But then I looked at features. And I appreciated the features and the customization. Because actually, you know what? Matter of fact, before I got the Note, I bought a Google Pixel. Because I still wanted to be a rebel. I got the Google Pixel. I had it for 2 weeks and I took it back. I had it for almost 2 weeks. I took it back and said, let me go ahead and get the Note. I got the Note 8. What was the Note 9? Note 9. And I was like, it got the features I need. It got the customization I need. And I still took some things I liked about the Pixel and I made my Note Pixel-ish. Even to this day, it still has some Pixel nuances. So like the fact that you can do those things, you can customize and you can move things around and you can make it just how you like to whatever feels comfortable. Because I love the way the Pixel felt. I love the layout. It felt like home. So I took the Pixel look of how a Pixel phone would look and made my Note look like that. Still to this day. Right. And when I get my new Note, when I ever upgrade, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make it look like a Pixel, but it still has all the things that a Note can do.
Yeah, the Note just gonna run better anyway than a Pixel. It's just not
gonna I figured it out.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, I was a free agent.
I had to get my phone repaired one time, and they gave me a Google phone, and I was thinking to myself, "Well, let me see, maybe I could use one of these cheaper ones moving forward." And I said, "Nah, this is terrible." YouTube didn't even function as well. It didn't even run as smooth. Like, it was just like, this is terrible, man. Like, the picture didn't look as good. It wasn't as clean. I'm like, all right, I got to stick with what I'm doing. I can't leave. Like, that taught me,
I'm a Galaxy boy.
Technology ain't all caught up like you think it is. Like,
yeah. You got to go to where it's at. And I feel bad for people who want an iPhone and just stuck into that. Like they don't know anything outside of that. They can't see anything outside of it. And that doesn't feel right or fit right anything outside of what they're used to when it comes to those iPhones, man. And it's like, man, I mean, y'all got some cool features, some cool things. I'm saying I can't knock the brand all together. Like it is cool. It's decent. Like it does what it needs to do, but it ain't everything.
Yeah. It's number 2, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we gotta go with our man Floss. I'm sure Floss can tell us some more. Floss been saying some other ones out there.
Yeah.
I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I don't even want the AirPods. I don't even want the AirPods. I don't even want the little thing hanging out my ear. I don't even want that. I don't even like how that looks. That's not even me. Give me some Galaxy Buds, man. Give me some Galaxy
AirPods is just a fashion statement, man. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's like you say, like we talked about, it's a badge, man. You talk about those badges. It's a badge.
Yeah. That's all it is. Well, shoot, man. Let's the cigars have done what they've done. You know what I'm saying? It's the conversation and everything else has been lasting. We can make it drag out to get a little more cigar, but the cigar ain't gonna change. So I figure we can go ahead and get into closing out and give our reviews, man. So
are we ready for this?
Yeah, I'll let you go because I'm pretty sure whatever you say is what I'm gonna say.
So. All right, man. All right, so Acid Toast, man, by Drew Estate. I can say this: a little disappointed. I did want more out of Acid. Out of so many years of seeing Acid and wanting to, not really wanting to try it, but I actually say this: I actually kind of knocked the brand a little bit. As far as not being a true cigar smoking cigar. And one of the reasons why I never really tried it, but then did have some curiosities, which what led me to saying, okay, let's pick up an Acid for this flavored episode. And I can say I'm disappointed that it didn't win me as I was hoping it would, but not disappointed in the fact that it did what I thought it probably would do. As far as being a cigar that's not for me. Would I ever smoke another one again? I could. But would I go out of my way to smoke a cigar like this? No. I mean, even with the flavor and being somebody who embraces flavor cigars, it's not a cigar that I would say out of all the flavor cigars, if it was a CAO, if I had flavor cigars in the lineup, a CAO, an Acid, Fat Bottom Betty's, Deadwood Series, Java, which one would I pick, or which one would I pick last? Like being last to be picked for a team. I'm gonna have to say this Acid would probably be the last I would pick on a team. I didn't get anything special to jump out at me. The flavor they did the flavor good. Like the flavor was solid. Like because I don't like crazy sweet. So the flavor off rip was solid. I was well pleased. But disappointed in the fact that nothing else came of the cigar other than what I got from the first light to where we're at, second, third right now. And after the episode, I don't even know if I'm going to pick it up and finish it, honestly. So with my rating, I'm probably going to give it a 2.5. Say a 2.5.
Okay. I co-sign everything you said, exactly word for word what you said. Where I'll differ in my rating. I'm going to rate it at a 3, but I only rate it at a 3 just based off the fact that this cigar, I view it as a cigar for a novice or somebody just getting into cigars. This is the type of cigar that it's not a bad cigar, but it lacks the complexities for someone of your experience in cigars or mine to really, truly enjoy it. We're looking for more. I was disappointed because I didn't get more, but at the same time, it was exactly what we assumed it would be. So I give it a 3 for that reason.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it was what we assumed it would be, but it's not what I hoped it would be. I was really rooting for Acid to do something, to say, okay, this is something. I was excited when I picked it up. I saw a toast. I was like, man, the wrapper looked, you know what I'm saying, warm and inviting. And I'm like, I was looking forward to this cigar for this episode. But here we are, man.
Yeah, it's definitely the mailman episode. All right, y'all. We'll get you with you. It was definitely definitely Karl Malone. Yeah. So I'll that's it, man. We'll get with you next week. That's
it. Cigars up.
Peace. Yeah.